Hey guys, it is Ash here in Clash Royale, kinda sorta. We're gonna take a look back to the original 8 Clash Royale content creators in a Where Are They Now special episode here on the channel. I remember this specific trip. We actually played the game about 6 months before its release. So we filmed this over a decade ago, over 10 years ago. Have I aged? I don't think so, but I might be biased. Hey guys, Ash Lane here, trying something a little bit different. I want to take a look at where are these creators? Where are the Alvo? Where's Godson? Where's Nick at Night? Where's Chief Pat? Galadon, Molt, Ash, and Clash on Gone. So let's start with the creator that actually stopped making content the most recent after the original tournament. Now, when they brought us in for this tournament, I remember it was awesome. First class flights to Finland. They treated us like kings. I, at the time, was still fairly new to YouTube. I had been making content for just over 2 years. And I remember it was like a life-changing moment. The game, we didn't even know the name of the game before the actual stream. We called it Scroll. And I remember I had kind of mixed opinions on the game. I did not know at the time that it was about to take the world by storm, one of the most popular mobile games of all time. So I get there, and Clash on Gone was one of the first guys that I spoke to. Now, Clash on Gone was primarily a Clash of Clans content creator. He switched to Clash Royale, but he kind of faded out. He actually got, unfortunately, kind of a lot of random community hate, exposing rants about him on YouTube, and it was such a shame because, honestly, Gone was a really nice guy. I felt like he never really found his niche, his style, and he was looking for it. That's what we all do as creators, kind of looking for, okay, how can I leave my mark on this game? What is my audience? Who is my audience? And how do I talk to them, right? But after his YouTube channel, which, by the way, he privated everything on his channel or deleted all of his videos on his channel, so there's nothing there except for just his channel. But anyway, Clash on Gone went on to actually work for, either on a consulting basis or full-time, World War Doe. Some of you guys may remember that name. Was kind of a Clash clone, but it was kind of interesting. It was a little bit different as well. World War Doe unfortunately closed down in November of 2022, was canceled, and I haven't heard from him since personally. I did work with him a little bit on World War Doe, but that's basically it. That's all we know about Clash on Gone. Good dude, was a good dude, sweet guy, went into the gaming consulting space. I wonder if he's still there today. He's basically fallen off of the face of the planet Earth when it comes to YouTube or social media though. Alvo845, good old Alvo, a guy that I talk to almost every day to this day. He's really one of the OGs. He's a Spanish content creator. He's actually the founder of Team Queso. I'm sure you guys have heard of TQ, as well as Hello Monster, as well as Spicy Tuna podcast. So my man Alvo, on top of still uploading a few times a week, is incredibly active still in Supercell games and beyond. As a matter of fact, he is actually a guy, like I said, I work with him every day. He is our VP of Business Development at AMG, the company that I founded around 6 or 7 years ago. So Alvo, a super good dude, still very in touch with the community, still plays a lot of both Clash of Clans and Clash Royale, and he actually works with a bunch, I'm talking thousands of Supercell content creators, helping them become the next Alvo, over 5 million subscribers every single day. So Alvaro's a super good dude and very active, arguably the most active out of any of the 8 OGs still here in 2025. Next up is Godson. Anybody remember Godson out there? One of the OG Clash of Clans content creators, one of the biggest Supercell creators of all time. He's one of the only creators that have eclipsed 1 billion views on his channel. Him and General Tony, way back in the day in Clash of Clans, really just innovated in terms of the entertainment content, really appealing to a bit of a younger demographic. But either way, you can't argue with his success. He has dabbled with content still as recently as 5 months ago. So Godson is certainly not, super active anymore, but he's still kind of sort of in the game. I remember a quick story about Godson is one of the first times that I met him, he was driving literally a Batmobile. Like, that was his vehicle. And I went for a ride, I think it was downtown LA, in his Batmobile. And man, I felt like I was on top of the world. I'm like, here I am with Godson in the Batmobile in LA. What happened to my life? But yeah, he's really faded other than just the occasional upload. His views obviously are not a shell of what they used to be. You can see a couple thousand per video. Some maybe old school out of curiosity still tuning in, similar to how you guys probably are with me right now. But you can see his most popular content is some of the highest view content in Supercell, right? 25 million views, 24 million views, 21, 19, 15, 11, a lot of massive videos, and he was known for doing these kind of 300 P.E.K.K.A level 5 raids. This gameplay, this sort of content, has since been outlawed by Supercell. They no longer allow the dev build to just do these insanely crazy 1,000-troop raids in Clash of Clans or in Clash Royale. But back in the day when they did, man, it could blow up your channel to the tune of, again, 15 to 20 million views. Next up, hey, it's me, Ash. Well, I gave you a quick life update on my previous video, so I'm not going to repeat it all again to you guys, but I'm still an active player of Supercell games. I'm still a content creator. I'm a business owner and a founder, and I keep really, really busy. The love of my life is my kiddo, Charlie, who's grown up. He started as just a little teeny weeny baby 7 years ago when I was still making content here on YouTube, actually around the same time that I started to really pick things up with my pro series here, pro interviews mainly, on Clash Royale. When I started in Clash Royale, I had no idea what I was going to do. I knew one thing, that I didn't have an immense amount of skill inside the game, right? So I thought I need to get the pros on, right? So getting guys like Moogie early on, a lot of other content creators before they even made content, had them on the channel and taught us, me and you guys, how to play the game. So on this channel, I'm still kind of active, but, more sporadic than I used to be. And certainly the content isn't as cohesive as it used to be here on the channel. I still am a daily uploader. I started playing Raid on a sponsorship, of course. So I still daily upload here in Raid on my Ash Raid channel, as well as my Ash Watcher of Realms channel, as well as my Raid Guides channel. I keep busy. Most of my time still goes to the company that is AMG. We have creative marketing. So really active in this space, but I'm kind of all over the place at the same time. Next up is Nick at Night, now Nicole. So yes, Nick at Night transitioned. I know a lot of the conversations have been had, obviously, around Nicole and where she is now and what she went through and everything beyond that, right? So I'm not here, obviously, to commentate on all that stuff. I feel like one of the issues with the internet is everybody always feels the need to have a hot take or share their opinion on everything all the time. But in terms of the service of this video, where is she now? Well, she's still uploading Clash of Clans content in Clash Royale gameplay, as well as a recent Q&A, where honestly, she opens up about her substance abuse issues over the years. Really, honestly, a tragic story in a lot of ways, everything that formerly Nick went through to get where, she is today. If you want to check out the FAQ, this is, a few days old here on her channel, go ahead and do so. But it sounds like hopefully she's doing well now. And honestly, the Nick that I knew back in the day was one of the more creative guys I had ever met, right? In terms of the real true sense of the word creativity. Really good pianist, great artist, great ideas, right? And I didn't even know at the time that he was struggling with depressions and substance abuse. It's weird because you look around in life sometimes and the people that you least expect to be struggling sometimes are the ones who are. So I always am cognizant in my own life, and it's easier said than done, but you don't know what somebody's going through. So before you react to somebody in your life, you always kind of have to take inventory on where are they? We only have our own perspectives. So I remember talking to Nick back in the day about music a lot. Again, a very accomplished musician in his own right, as well as a lot of different things, like, really into plants and botany and stuff like that. So really one of the most intelligent and creative individuals that I had met back in the day. Now, though, she does adult content and, a bunch of stuff that isn't necessarily my jam, but mostly, first and foremost, I'm glad that, again, after I watched that last Q&A, I'm glad that she seems to be healthy and happy, because that's what matters most. Well, let's transition to Molt. See what I did there? We have Molt. Molt is still at it. He has daily uploads on Clash Royale. I gotta hand it to him. He went back to Clash Royale, and sure, the views are nowhere near what they used to be, but Molt was the OG in a lot of ways to Supercell games. He was the host of ClashCon in 2015, over 10 years ago now. And I remember that was the first time that I actually met Molt when he was the host. It was really, really cool. Very accomplished guy. He blew up in 3 games. 4 games? I don't know. I think Boom Beach, Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, Balloons, and Marvel Snap too. He was a big Marvel Snap creator. He seems to have dropped that channel since he's become a dad, has built a family over the years as well, has a lot of kind of heart-to-heart videos, maybe less so now than he used to, but those are always my favorite videos of Molt's, when he's just talking to the camera about his life, even though we don't see a lot of things the same way, Molt and I, in terms of our perspective on life and whatnot. I've always found that he was a great guy to talk to, and he was just always from day one been a genuine dude to me. So I've always enjoyed Molt and chatting with Molt, and it's good to see that he's still active here in the game. He was certainly one of the biggest creators in Supercell history, really on the Mount Rushmore, in my opinion, of the Supercell creators out there. And it's cool to see that he's the most consistent and active content creator still to this day out of all of the original 8 Clash Royale content creators. So we're going from active to one of the most inactive. It's Chief Pat. Chief Pat was in freaking Super Bowl commercials with Liam Neeson, right? That's how high this guy got in terms of just transcending even Clash of Clans back in the day. He's one of the, let me go to his oldest video here. 12 years ago, Clash of Clans Level 1 Payback. That's his first video. He was one of the true OGs, maybe the definitive OG in Clash of Clans, in Supercell content creation. I remember the first time that I met Chief Pat was actually in a casino. Super down to earth, but very, very, very sharp, intelligent guy. He hasn't uploaded in over 2 years. He also stepped down as the CEO of Tribe Gaming. I'm not sure exactly when that happened, but their new CEO is Sean Smith. He's still active there as a chief strategy officer. He co-founded Tribe Gaming with Don John, aka John. Don John, also a Supercell Clash of Clans content creator, although he has also not uploaded in almost 6 years now. But either way, they built an empire over at Tribe Gaming in terms of esports and creator marketing as well. They've even had cool affiliations with, NBA teams and beyond. So they're still very active, but he doesn't really post on social media at all anymore. I've connected with Pat a bit in the DMs over the years. I don't know how much to share about his personal life because I see that he hasn't shared anything, but suffice it to say, he's doing very well. Of course, he got married, and it seems like he's very, very happy and just focusing on his family right now. So Pat, although he's not active in the scene, he's still active behind the scenes, and he seems to be very happy and doing very, very well after his marriage, which was his last post here on Instagram. And last, but certainly not least, we have Galadon Gaming. So Galadon, still kinda, sorta consistent uploads. He used to be much more consistent, but the last month or two, views have been dropping a lot for Galadon. He's acknowledged it in his videos, and he kind of went to a story of Galadon type thing. He never really stuck with Clash Royale. It didn't seem to be the best fit for him and his audience, and I think similar to me, he struggled to find his place early on in Clash Royale, but he went back to Clash of Clans. Obviously, he's still one of the OGs out there. He's still a member of Tribe Gaming as well. When was his oldest video? 11 years ago. So started about a year or so after Chief Pat. So definitely one of the oldest and long-running channels out there. It seems like he's transitioned to buying and selling collectibles on Whatnot. He does mention it in every one of his videos. So he sells a lot of Supercell merch, which I found very interesting. I wonder how Supercell feels about that. But at the same time, it seems like his bread and butter is he does these live shows on Whatnot where he does a lot of like selling gold and giveaways, and to me it really speaks to a lot of his persona. Coins as well. I watched one of his clips. So it seems like he's transitioned to kind of Whatnot and away from YouTube, especially over the recent months. I still expect him to upload from time to time though. So there it is, guys. 8 original Clash Royale content creators. What do you think? Did you watch any of them back in the day? Do you watch any of them now, still to this day? Do you follow any of these creators? Let me know about it in the comments below. Also, would love to do a video like this for the original Clash of Clans content creators. Obviously, there'll be a little bit of overlap there, but let me know if you want to see that one as well. Thanks for watching till the end of the video. It's been a lot of fun, and as always, take care, guys.